Great morning. You guys come on in, come on in, come on in. And let's get it pop-a-locking, crack-a-lacking. Come on, you guys, come on in, come on in. Listen, your girl is excited today, baby. I need y'all to come on in. Come on in. I'm getting ready to bless somebody today. Getting ready to bless somebody. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Come on in, come on in. You guys come on in and share. Come on in and share. I'm excited for this word this morning, baby. Baby, when I tell y'all it is liberation time, it's time to get free for real. It is time to get free for real. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to share. You guys go ahead and share. Let me get there. Let me share. Mm-mm-mm. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, this one's going to bless you. This is going to bless you, bless you, bless you. Hey, Christina. Great morning, beautiful. Great morning. Great morning. Look, y'all, baby, it's about to go down. And I'm super excited about it because I'm telling y'all, this is going to really help you to get free from some stuff that you may have been holding on to, some stuff that you may have misinterpreted. Come on, somebody. Can somebody say it was a misinterpretation? It was a misinterpretation. Okay. I'm getting ready to go ahead. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real quick, real quick. Baby, when I tell you, huh? Listen, God is not playing. Okay? God is not playing, and this work that He is doing is designed, my God, today to get you to that next. Hey, Antoine. Hey, Matthew. How are you? Look, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to get started. If there's someone that you know needs to hear this, right? If there's someone that you know needs a word from God, needs something, go ahead, share this video with them. Share this video with them because I'm telling you guys, you're going to walk away with a new appreciation for God, like a new appreciation for God, a new appreciation for people, a new appreciation for your experiences. You're going to walk away with a new, everything new. That's exactly what God is going to do today. And I don't want anyone to miss it. So go ahead, share. And we're going to get ready to get started. Now, before I get started, y'all know what time it is. It's time to get alive, right? I'm going to get alive. If you're not alive, ooh, I got you, brother. I got you. If you're not alive, baby, you need to get you some alive because it is an amazing product. It does amazing things, gives you energy, clarity, focus, helps with weight management, also helps with mood. It helps with hormones. It has been known to help people balance their blood sugar levels. Ooh. Just balance you out. Just balance you out. Balance you out. Great morning, baby. Thank you for having the girls for me. I appreciate you. You know I done shook it up. Hey, ooh, ooh, shake it up. I done shook it up, poured it up, and now I'm about to drink it up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my shot, and then I'm going to pour my hubby shot so he can come get his shot too. Boom, 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 because we alive over here. Listen, listen, listen. Here's to God just had another plan. Here's to God had another plan. Cheers. Oh my God, today. Babe, I'm pouring you up. My God. My God, my God, my God. Baby, let me tell y'all something. This alive is keeping me alive. Do you hear me? Hey, Vicky, good to see you, beautiful. Good to see you. All right, babe, I got you poured up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. Listen, this morning, the Lord had me up early. There were some things that I needed to do. I didn't get everything done that I needed to do, but God got me up and moving. You know, I started the one thing challenge. And listen, for about 2 days, honey, I didn't do my one thing. I didn't do my wall push-ups. I didn't do it for 2 days. So this morning when I woke up, I went on, I did my wall push-ups. I did my squats. Y'all, I had to watch my husband take his shot because it's a whole experience. Oh, my goodness. I love you, baby. So listen. So God had me up this morning and he just began to deal with me about some things. And I'm like, okay, God. So I was sitting there and all of a sudden in my spirit, because y'all know I normally don't set up the live until about 6 o'clock, 6 something. But at 5 o'clock, God was talking to me about what he wanted me to say. And it came from, I was looking at some stuff and we just got back from convention. We just got back from convention in Houston. The convention was amazing. We got a chance to spend time with some incredible people that we do business with, people that we do life with. And one of the things that happened was there was a group of us that went, we ended up at a different hotel. Now we thought we were going to be at the same hotel, but we ended up at a different hotel. We ended up missing a lot of the times when they took pictures. So all the pictures, most of the pictures we're not in, right? And I was looking at it, and this is what God began to speak to me. He said, and I want y'all to catch this. So many times we think that we're being excluded from things when really God just separated us. Huh? So many times we think that we're being excluded from things when really God just separated us. Now, looking at the pictures, anyone who knows like our global team might say, well, why weren't the Johnsons in the pictures, right? It would look like we were excluded. Huh? It would look like they excluded us. That's what it would look like. But the truth of the matter is they didn't exclude us. God just separated us. Angel number 111. Now, that doesn't mean anything's wrong with them or anything's wrong with us. Look, do you not know that God has a plan specifically for you? And sometimes that plan includes separation. God has a plan specifically for you, and sometimes that plan means separation. It's not anything personal. It's not that anybody did anything to anybody. It's not that anybody's mad at anybody. It's that God has separated you. You listen, you're supposed to get some stuff, but you ain't supposed to do everything. You're supposed to be there sometimes, but you ain't supposed to be there all the time. Now, it'll look crazy to people. People will think it's something deeper going on, that there's something, an underlying thing, but it's not. And it's not that you're excluded. It's not that that you're excluding them or they're excluding you. It's just that God has separated you. When you look at Abraham and Lot, okay, when you look at Abraham and Lot, Lot went with Abraham. They went, they possessed the land, they began to grow. But there came a point when Abraham had to say, listen, I want you to choose what you want. Abraham didn't even choose first. When God promised him, he had the covenant with God, right? He said, I want you to choose the land that you want. Pick whatever you want and you can have it. So Lot chose the land that he wanted. He said, I want this all the way back over there. I want all that. He said, okay, that's yours. And it got to the point where, in order for the growth to occur the way that he needed it to occur from Abraham and Lot had to separate. They were still connected, but they had to separate. Now listen to this. Now I'm going to tell y'all about us in our flesh, okay? In our flesh, we'll feel like people are excluding us from stuff. They don't want us to be a part of it. They don't want us to listen. That's what we'll be thinking in our flesh. Y'all know that's a saboteur, right? I just want to make sure that we understand that that's a saboteur. That's a saboteur that that where we want to be included. It's oh my goodness, y'all help me. Which one of them is it? Which one of the saboteurs is it? Where you want to be included? Pleasers in there. That hits the pleaser. It hits controller, because you want to control things. Oh my goodness. Your hyper rational will kick in and you'll start rationalizing stuff. Hold on, y'all. Listen, I'm telling y'all this because I don't want you to miss what God is doing, being mad about the wrong stuff. Y'all, I don't want you to miss what God is doing, being mad and feeling some type of way about stuff that ain't even what it is. That is not even what it is. Listen to me. And I need y'all to understand that on this journey that we're taking, in order for you to get to destiny, you can't go with everybody else into their destiny. There are times when your destinies are aligned and connected, and times when you got to veer to the right and they got to veer to the left. Listen, it is just a part of getting to destiny. And what we do is we internalize, we personalize, we take offense, we get in our feelings, we do all of this stuff, angel number 111, that interferes with what God is trying to do in our life because we misinterpreted what God is doing. Anybody ever misinterpreted what God was doing? Anybody ever misinterpreted what God was doing? When there was a separation, when there was a parting of ways, when there was you weren't there, you couldn't be. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I moved to Tampa, Florida, I just knew I was gonna go to Without Walls, right? I was gonna go to Without Walls. I was gonna be there. Like I felt like I was gonna be there. I was gonna, be at Without Walls with Randy and Paula White. That's when they were still together, right? God would not let me go to Without Walls, not for a service. He would not let me go. I said, well, God, why can't I go? It's right here in Tampa. Like, what are the odds of that, right? He would not let me go. There have been many a conference, many a thing that I've not been able to do that it seemed like it would have been logical for me to be there. It seemed like it would have been logical for me to be present. It seemed like that, right? God said, Even when I tried to go, I couldn't go, right? And then some years later, when Paula and Randy were no longer together, God allowed me to go to Without Walls, to hear a man preach. It wasn't Bishop Randy White. Listen, one time I went and I heard his son, and another time I went, there was a prophet there. who preached. And baby, listen, he was all up in my business, all up in my Kool-Aid. Those were the only 2 times in 12 years in living in Tampa that I was able to go to Without Walls. The only 2 times, right? Now, listen. The whole theme lately has been grow up. The whole theme has been grow up. God is trying to grow us up and mature so we stop taking things personally. We stop feeling some type. Y'all, we be getting offended about stuff that don't have nothing to do with us. Like it has absolutely zero to do with us. And we like, well, are they trying to say something about me? Is this about me? Is it? Yo, we don't have time for that. We have not the time to get caught up in offense. Offense is designed to create a fence between you and other people. Offense, O-F-F-E-N-C-E, is designed to create a fence, F-E-N-C-E, between you and other people. If the enemy can get us to operate in offense, then it builds a fence around us. Okay? And we may get into offense because we feel like we're being excluded, or why is this person chosen and I'm not chosen? And what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? There's nothing that's wrong with you. It's not even about you. Listen, we got to understand that there are times and seasons, and you got to understand that everybody, your relationship is not going to be the same with everybody. Everybody's not going to do the same thing the same way. They're not going to go to the same place at the same time. It's not going to happen, but it does not mean that you are excluded. It simply means that God has set you apart. Woo! Now, the thing about me is this. I can see when there's a setting apart happening, right? So I try to prepare people for it. Listen, I try to prepare people for the setting apart, because what happens is people begin to feel a way when God is setting them apart or pulling them away or making them disconnect. And so now you in your feelings because you don't want to disconnect. You don't want nobody to feel no type of way. You don't want nobody to be angry, but God is pulling you apart. Listen, you don't know why God is setting you apart. Listen, and most of the time he's setting us apart so that we can get to our destiny, because there's something that we need. And he's like, listen, this is what I need you to do. I know you like it over here, but I'm pulling you over here because there's some stuff that I need to do in you. Period. Some stuff I need to do in you. Because what's going to happen is, if I leave you over there, you're going to start feeling away and it's going to go left, right? I'm trying to help you. Trying to help you because I know where I'm taking you. And when God knows where he's taking you, listen, when it's time for you to be set apart, he's going to set you apart. Now, you are responsible for managing your emotions and your thoughts. See, it is our thoughts that get us in trouble. Yes, baby, his thoughts aren't our thoughts. What we think it should look like, how we think it should be, is not necessarily how it's going to be. Okay? So we have to take the journey, valuing people and their presence for the season that they're present. We have to take people and their presence and value it for the season that they're present. Let that be the present, okay? Because it may not be designed for them to go that next leg with you. It may not be designed for them to go the rest of the journey with you, but it doesn't negate the value of their presence in that season. But we'll get twisted up, wrapped up, tangled up, twisted up in you, in our emotions, in our feelings, and in offense. Stop taking offense. For what? For what? The way God does what he's doing in your life, it ain't going to look like it looked for everybody else. Therefore, you're not going to be able to do it with everybody else. And it's okay. Listen, we got to master the art of coming alongside of each other and supporting each other, but not in the way that, so there's the way that we want to be supported, right? You know, well, I just want people to do da, 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 da. There's the way that we want to be supported. But the way we want to be supported may not be the way that we need to be supported. See, oh God. There's what you want and what you need. They don't always match. There's what you want and there's what you need. Yes, baby, too many fences will block you from God's blessings. Absolutely. Because guess what? There are some places that a whole group of you won't be able to go. But one or two of you will be able to go. Does that make sense? See, some places you can't get the whole squad in, but a few of y'all can get in and pave the way. But you mad because you ain't with everybody else. But there's some things that God is trying to do in you and for you that you'll miss trying to be with everybody else. Now listen, true story. The hotel that everybody else was at, it was the same name hotel, right? Right there at the convention center. But from what I understand, the quality of the hotel was not comparable. It was not the same, okay? And so there were some things that God needed to do for us that required us not to be where everybody else was. We could have been where everybody else was, right? But God, I see, there are no accidents. And because there are no accidents, I know that God intentionally did what he did for a reason. And it wasn't to punish us or to make anybody feel like really, yo, we get things so twisted. It meant that we weren't there at the same time for some things. It meant that there were some things that we did together, some things that we did apart. But nonetheless, we were one body with many members. Just because all the members are not in the same place at the same time doesn't mean the body is not still the body. But we'll miss that. We'll miss that because it doesn't look like we want it to look. It doesn't feel like we want it to feel. So now we in our feelings. Baby, who got time for that? We don't have time for feelings. Stop catching feelings and catch some flights. Huh? Stop catching feelings and catch some faith. Stop catching feelings and catch the promises of God for your life instead of catching feelings. I'm just saying, y'all, we misinterpret what God is doing. We misinterpret what God is doing because we think separation means punishment. And some of that's from our childhood. You know, you had to get away from everybody. They took you away from everybody else. They put you in time out. They put you at a different table. They put you in a different place. And it looks like punishment. But what looks like punishment, come on, somebody. What looks like punishment is sometimes a blessing in disguise. It's designed so you can get some individual attention. But it looked like punishment because you ain't with everybody else. And you mad because you ain't with everybody else, but you ain't called to be with everybody else. You're called to be set apart. Thank you, man of God. He's always trying to bless us. Yes, he is, baby. Yes, he is. And this is why I'm going to tell y'all this, because I need you to get over you so you can get to destiny. I need you to get over you so you can get to destiny, because you're in the way. You're in the way of you getting to your destiny. And the way you're in the way of you getting to your destiny is your feelings and emotions. Your thought processes. We got to change the way we think. So when something happens and you're not included, don't think you're excluded because God has just separated you. You just separated. It's okay. Everybody can still do what they're doing. You just separate. You not. So what? You wasn't added in, so what? That ain't fun. So what? So what? You've got to listen. You've got to understand. I used to wonder, right? I used to wonder because my sister, the lady apostle, would be going, to Jamaica for missions, and it wasn't that I wasn't invited. I couldn't go. I couldn't go. I could not, it just never worked that I could go. I couldn't go. I wanted to go. I couldn't go. Sometimes there are trips I can't go on. There are things that I can't do. It doesn't mean that I don't love her. She doesn't love me, but it's just some stuff I can't do. Not because anything wrong is happening, but I can't do it. Listen to me now. I want y'all to hear me. When it's something that I can't do, there's always a reason that I can't do it. It doesn't mean that I'm being excluded or I'm excluding anybody else. It's just that there's something else that God has for me to do. We've got to understand that though our assignments may be similar, though we may merge at times, we will also separate at times. You can't do everything together. I tell April this because April is launching out. Like she's doing a lot of stuff. And I said, listen, I don't want you to think that me not being on live or me not being somewhere is some kind of indictment against you, or it's me saying anything negative about you and what you're doing. Listen, I've got to let you launch. I've got to let you do it on your own. My presence can't be a distraction. So sometimes you got to support from a different position and a different posture. You need to understand that. That ain't no personal thing. That's not jealousy, because people will try to make it, oh, she must be jealous of you. Baby, listen, any door I can open, any door she can walk through, listen, I want her to walk through it. That's anybody that's ever been connected to me. I want them to have greater success than me, faster. I don't want it to take as long as it's taking me. I want everybody to win, and I want you to win at the game that God has called you to. But we struggle with that, and I'm going to tell you why. We struggle with that because many times we have enmeshment issues. What is enmeshment, Dr. V? Well, I'm going to look it up and read the definition to you because, listen, I want you to understand what God is trying to do. He's trying to heal us from some stuff that ain't healthy. Okay? All right. Enmeshment is a concept in psychology and psychotherapy introduced by Salvador Minuchin to describe families where personal boundaries are diffused, subsystems undifferentiated, and overconcern for others leads to a loss of autonomous individual development. Enmeshment occurs when family members are emotionally reactive to one another and wholly intertwined in an unhealthy way. Listen, enmeshment trauma happens when someone experiences growing up in a family with no emotional boundaries. Enmeshment describes family relationships that lack boundaries such that roles and expectations are confused. Parents, hold on. Are overly and inappropriately reliant on their children for support, and children are not allowed to become emotionally independent and separate from their parents. In enmeshed families, members are emotionally fused together in an unhealthy way. So, how does that affect you as an adult? Okay. If you grew up in an enmeshed family, these common signs of enmeshment will be familiar to you. One, There's a lack of emotional and physical boundaries. 2, you don't think about what's best for you or what you want. It's always about pleasing or taking care of others. 3, you feel responsible for other people's happiness and well-being. 4, you're guilted or shamed if you want less contact. Don't talk to your mother every week or want to spend a holiday without your parents, or you make a choice that's good for you, such as move across the country for a great job opportunity. 5, your parents' self-worth seems to hinge on your success or accomplishments. 6, your parents want to know everything about your life. 7, your parents' lives center around yours. 8, your parents don't encourage you to follow your dreams and may impose their ideas about what you should be doing. 9, family members overshare personal experiences and feelings in a way that creates unrealistic expectations, unhealthy dependence, and confused role. Often enmeshed parents treat their children as friends, rely on them for emotional support, and share inappropriate personal information. 10, you feel like you have to meet your parents' expectations, perhaps giving up your own goals because they don't approve. 11, you try to avoid conflicts and don't know how to say no. 12, you don't have a strong sense of who you are. 13, you absorb other people's feelings, feel like you need to fix other people's problems. Now, separation is not exclusion. Enmeshment is not healthy. And creating healthy boundaries is challenging. Now, all of it is rooted in childhood trauma. So normally in families where there's enmeshment, the parents probably have experienced some trauma, fear of abandonment. They're dealing with their own stuff. How do I know? I can relate to that. I can relate to that. That was me. That was my family, right? And I'm talking about my immediate family, me and my children, right? I remember like trying to control everything when it came to my kids because I knew what I wanted them to have. I knew the kind of life I wanted them to have. I knew what I wanted to experience. And I just knew that I knew better than they did. Now, some things I did know better, but it's still their life. They have to make decisions, right? So my struggle in relationships, listen to me, because I'm trying to help you understand something. My struggle in relationships was that I would create enmeshed relationships where there were these lack of boundaries and confusion of roles, which would eventually result in conflict and separation and people feeling away. That's why it's time to grow up. It's time to recognize what's at the root of the things that are causing the same problems over and over and over again in your life. It seemed as though every time God required me to separate or go a different direction, I would then become people's worst enemy because I separated. Well, that's because our relationship was enmeshed. It wasn't healthy. And probably because of the trauma that all of us had experienced. You all, listen, this is what I'm going to say. There are times that I'm going to do things with certain people and times that I'm going to do things with other people. I've got multiple groups of friends, right? I've got multiple groups of friends. Listen, even when you look at my family, listen, I've got siblings on my daddy's side, siblings on my mama's side, siblings on my daddy that raised me side. Listen, I got a lot of different dynamics at play. And so I've had to learn and am learning how to be fluid in my movements. Everybody ain't going to do everything. You got the friends that's going to do this. You got the friends that's going to do that. You got some friends that's going to do everything. They're going to try to do everything. If it's absolutely in their power, they're going to try to make it happen. But if they can't, this is what I don't want to happen. I don't want people to feel like because you can't do something, right, that it means that I no longer love you or I'm not going to be your friend or I'm not going to support you. It doesn't work like that. We do what we're called to do. Everybody's not called to do everything. Everybody's not going to do everything. And it's okay It is not an indictment. It is not an exclusion. It does not mean that we are not connected. That's why we got to grow up. We have to grow up. And one of the things that I've had to learn as a leader is to allow people to grow up. Not feel like I got to carry everybody on my back. Can't carry you on my back. So that means that I have to help people set realistic expectations for their interactions with me. My brother Craig and I, we could be like twins. But my brother Craig and I are similar. We have a lot of similarities, a lot of similar characteristics. We tend to approach the world the same kind of way. Listen, we're going to be the optimistic, upbeat ones. We're going to always, like, we positivity. That's us, right? Craig is going to call daddy every day. Now, I don't call daddy every day. I talk to my daddy a lot, but I don't call him every day. Okay? Does that mean that I love daddy less than Craig loves daddy? No, it just means that we move differently in terms of our interaction. And daddy not calling me every day don't make me feel no type of way. See, you got to understand that in this thing called life, you got to go with the ebbs and flow of life. And when you learn to go with the ebbs and flow of life, you will stop getting in your feelings and being offended about everything. Everything is not an offense. Everything is not an issue. Everything is not a problem. You got to learn how to allow God to be God in your life and move you, guide you, direct you, flow you the way you need to flow. And understand that people who really love you are still going to be there. They're not going to take everything personally. They're not going to feel a way about everything. But it requires growth and maturity. Now, because I'm a little spoiled, okay? Because I'm a little spoiled, God has had to grow me up. Because I'm a little spoiled, okay? I'm a little spoiled. I'm used to getting my way. I'm used to having what I want when I want it. I'm a little spoiled, okay? I'm used to it. Spoiled. I said it, okay? I'm a little spoiled, right? I can't have everything my way. Everything can't be my way. I can't do everything. I can't be a part of everything. I can't go everywhere. Okay? So God has had to grow me up. Like, grow up, girl. But I want to go too. No. Grow up. So when I talk to you all about growing up, I'm talking to you all about my personal growth and maturing journey, because God is growing me up. He said, listen, some things that you were allowed to get away with in the past, I can't let you get away with now. You can't get away with it. It's time to grow up. You need to level up. You need to take it up. No. No. That's for somebody who don't have the experience you've had, who don't know me like you know me, who hasn't been with me like you've been with me. No. You can't do that. Yeah, they can do it. Yeah, they can. They can throw temper tantrums. They can do all that. They can do that, but you can't. Grow up. See, this is how your siblings do you. Marquita, now, I said I'm a little spoiled, okay? My sister talking about you a lot of spoiled. Girl, don't act like you know me, girl. I may be a lot of spoiled, okay? But see, this is the thing, y'all. This is the thing. When you can be honest about you, you don't have to be offended when nobody else say it. I'm spoiled. I know I'm spoiled. I'm not gonna say I'm a lot of spoiled. That's my sister saying that, but I know I'm spoiled. I know that. I know that. I know I'm spoiled without a doubt, unequivocally. I'm spoiled, right? I know I like my way. I know that. I know that. But I also like giving. I like giving. I like supporting. I like encouraging. But I'm still spoiled. I ain't gonna lie. I am. When you can acknowledge things about you, then you can begin to grow up. Now, let me tell y'all what y'all not finna do. y'all not finna start no bandwagon on my life. Y'all not finna start no bandwagon on my husband. What? You're supposed to have my oh, my sister said a lot. Just admit it. It's okay. Okay, I'm a lot spoiled. I am. I'm a lot spoiled. And I'm grateful that I've been a lot spoiled. Because what it's done is it gives me a confidence to ask for things that other people are hesitant to ask for and get them. Other people will be like, well, no, I'm not going to ask that. Well, what they going to say? No. If they say no, they say no. But I'm going to ask. Okay? Great morning, Sheila. Come on, Conway. I got you, but you a lot of spoiled. Okay, baby, I get the point. Okay, I get it. Okay, let me rephrase. I'm a lot of spoiled. Okay, I'm a lot of spoiled. I am. I'm a lot of spoiled. Okay. And I do a lot of spoiling. So, listen. Hey, Kareen, how are you, gorgeous? A lot of spoiled, but spoiled by the spoilers. Come on, somebody had to spoil me. I'm a lot of spoiled because I'm favored. And when I say I'm favored, it's not about parental favoring. It's about the favor of God that's on my life. When God's favor is on your life, you get a little spoiled now. You get a little spoiled because things happen for you. You don't have to ask for it. It just happens. If you ask for it, you can expect it to happen. You just need to know that God favors you. He favors me. He favors you. The difference is I'm going to lean into the favors. I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning. Some of y'all might be like, well, no, I don't want you to do that for me. I don't want you to. My hubby talking about, yep, my job to spoil you. And you do it so incredibly well, baby. You do. Now, I don't spoil the way he spoils. He spoils differently than I spoil. But I had heard yesterday that somebody got access to all the games, all the college games, all the NFL games. I had heard that. And I wanted to make sure that happened for him because I know how much he loves football. So my spoiling may be a little different, but even though I'm a lot spoiled, I spoil as well. So yeah, I don't spoil necessarily the same way. Our spoiling might not be the same. But I try to spoil a little bit now, just a little bit. My baby talking about you a spoiler. I just try. I just try. I want us all to know our value. And I don't want you to personalize things when you may not be included in something. I don't want you to personalize it, right? I don't want you to so I'm gonna give you an example. So check this out. Yesterday, our little sister sent out a video announcement of their next move, right? With the siblings, right? And I hadn't gotten it. Now, I wouldn't have known I hadn't gotten it unless I talked to my other sister, Marquita, or I talked to Craig or David. I wouldn't have known I didn't get it. But it wasn't that I didn't get it because she didn't want to include me. I wasn't excluded. It was my number changed. So somebody else got the announcement who used to have my number. That man getting a lot of traffic on his phone, baby, because people be looking for Dr. V. I know he like, I'm going to have to call him and have a conversation with him. He's a mortgage broker. I'm going to have to call him and have a conversation with him because he gets a lot of phone calls for me, right? But I wasn't excluded. Now, what if I had taken offense? I found out and I took offense and I felt some type of way because I didn't get the announcement and I was excluded because, they didn't know about me all our lives and da-da-da-da-da-da. Look, you see what I'm saying? How easily that could have happened when that wasn't what happened at all. Well, what happened was I got a new number. So when she sent it to our group text, it went to my old number. So somebody else got it and he wrote a whole reply too. Let me just introduce myself. See, you know, I feel like I'm popular again since I got Dr. V's number because my phone be ringing and people be calling and texting. That's why we can't afford that. You're not excluded. You're separated. It's not bad. It's a good thing. It's for God's glory. There's something that God is doing, and it's okay. It's okay. There's something that God is doing, and he just needs you often to cut, or he needs you to take a different direction, or he needs you to connect with somebody else. Listen, y'all, there's nothing wrong with that. We've got to normalize healthy relationships, healthy boundaries, healthy transitions. We got to normalize that. We got to normalize it. Just because it doesn't happen for you the way it happens for everybody else or somebody else doesn't mean something is wrong with you and you're not good enough and you're not included. It just means that you're separated. God, I thank you for every time you separated me. Because anytime God separated me, it was always for my good and his glory. It was never like, oh, this was a punishment. No, there was something that God was doing. And he needed me in a different place. And even though I have relationships to this day, first of all, I'm not the type of person, I'm not trying to hunt you down to be my friend. I'm not trying to hunt you down to be my friend. But when I have genuine relationships with people and I genuinely love people, I will go the extra mile to try to repair those relationships, fix misunderstandings, because normally that's what it is. It's a misunderstanding. But because we don't communicate maturely, we don't know it's a misunderstanding. So by the time you get to the communication part, you know, there's all of these stories that have been created. Well, I have a few relationships where things happened and things went left that I've tried to repair, right? Some of them I successfully repaired, but some of them I haven't, right? But I remember this one particular relationship, and we both were born in August. We both are Leos. We both are anointed. We're both prophets, right? We have a lot of similarities, but I remember when it was time for me to leave, this whole, I became the worst person in the world. Like I really did. I became the worst person in the world. I was never genuine. I was never like, what in the world? Like 3 days ago, we were good. And today I'm the worst person in the world. There was a whole campaign to turn people against. Listen. But because I genuinely love that person, I still have sought over time, every now and then, to reach out, you know, because I know the enemy is a master of destroying relationships with offenses, to create fences, to disrupt relationships that God has ordained for destiny. Why am I telling you this? There's some relationships that some of you are going to have to reach back in, right? I'm not telling you you got to kiss nobody's butt. I'm not telling you that you got to, but you're going to have to try to repair the relationship. Even if it doesn't get repaired, you just got to do your part. I'm big on do your part. Once you do your part, listen, you've done your part. It's on other people. Like they got to do what they going to do, and you can do what you going to do, and we can love each other from afar and not like each other. But we've got to understand that what God has for us to do requires connection to people. It just requires healthy connection. We're so used to having these enmeshed relationships or unhealthy relationships that we don't quite know how to do healthy. And so you've got to learn how to do a healthy relationship. Some of my favorite people are people that I don't talk to, but maybe once a year or once every few years. And you say, well, how are they your favorite people and you don't talk to them all the time? I need people in my life who, even if we don't talk to each other all the time, when we talk to each other, we right back where we were. We ain't got to talk all the time. We ain't got to be up under each other all the time. We don't need that. You know, it's not a needy relationship. Okay. So I got to have people in my life that move like that. I got to have, now, not everybody, because it just depends on where I am, you know, but I need people like that in my life. I love having people like that in my life. And not because I don't want real connection, but because like I don't want to feel like I've got to always pick up the phone and call people. I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I got to call you. I want to call you when I call you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to call me when you feel like you want to call me. I don't want us to feel like it's an obligation. Oh, and we got to hit the checklist. I don't want my daddy calling me every day because he feel like if he don't call me every day, I'm not going to know he loves me. I don't want my sister calling me every day because she feels like if she don't call me every day, we're not really going to be sisters. No, that's crazy. I want us to talk when we talk, and when we talk, it's great. We keep it moving because everybody got lives, and it's okay. You're going to have some people you talk to more than others. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all, listen. We've got to grow up because we end up taking offense to things that is not offensive. Now, speaking of my sister, Marquita, are you still on here? Let me know if you're still on here, sis. Yeah, I'm waiting for my sister. I can wait for her. Marquita, let me know if you're still on. Let me see. I'm going to try to text her. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm texting my sister. Because I got something I need to say. I just want y'all to be healthy. I want us to be able to have healthy relationships. I want us to be able to normalize. You're not excluded. They didn't exclude you. Even if they did exclude you, so what? Like, come on, y'all. Listen, it's almost like we go back to our childhood trauma when we were little kids in school and they didn't pick us to be on the team. We can't do that. We can't do that. Hold on, y'all. I might have to call her real quick. Okay. Today's my sister's birthday. It's the big 5-0. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, sis. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. Okay, I know you're not going to drink no Bacardi, right? But we're going to party like it's your birthday. It's your birthday. And I want to give you this word on your birthday. This is the second birthday I've had the opportunity to share with you in your entire life. Right? And, you know, I remember telling you how I felt so deprived because I didn't get to spend birthdays with you and I missed out on your birthdays. Well, I'm not missing this one. And I want you to know that I'm so glad you're my sister. And I'm so incredibly proud of you. I'm proud of everything that you're doing and everything that God is getting ready to do in your life. This next year is going to be like a rocket for you. You're going to be in takeoff mode, like you're shooting through the air and the atmosphere, not just the air, but you're breaking atmospheric barriers, right? You are shooting through the atmosphere. And I am so incredibly honored to be your sister. I pray that today is everything that you want it to be, that you have a day that is full of love, that is full of joy, that is full of excitement, that you're able to do things that you want to do. And I need you to send me your cash app so I can send you a little something for your birthday. And this is for you to just do something for you. Like, I don't want you to spend it on the kids. I don't want you to spend it on my brother. I don't want you to spend it on the grands. I want you to spend it on you because you deserve it. So, sis, happy birthday to you. I love you. To life and life more abundant. And I'm so excited for what this year has to offer you. I love you, sis. Mwah. I don't know. You done missed everything, April. And I sent you a message. Yes. So y'all give my sister a happy birthday shout out. Sis, can you drop your cash app for me? Drop your cash app for me. Let me let the people bless you on your birthday. If y'all want to bless my sister on her birthday because it's her birthday. It's my sister's birthday. It's her birthday. I remember. Listen, she said, oh, wow, thank you so much, sis. Love you too. Yes. April, you always trying to take my family. Oh, my God. You want my daddy. You want my mom. You want my sister. Girl. So listen, her cash app is cash app $ Marquita DS. Marquita DS. Y'all hit my sis up for her birthday. You know, she turned 50 today. What a golden birthday. I'm so excited for her. Send her a birthday blessing. Donnell said happy birthday. April talking about I got them all. Girl, you always doing something. Now listen, I'm just going to tell y'all I'm about to shoot my sister $50 for her birthday from me and my hubby. That's our birthday present. It's definitely not what she is worth. There's no monetary amount that could really embody all that she's worth, but it's just a birthday token because I love her. And I just, you know, it don't make up for all the birthdays, because I done missed a lot. But listen, we finna bless her on this birthday. So y'all help her cash app ring. Marquita DS. Happy birthday to you. Oh, maybe your brother will come in here and sing. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Yes, it's my sister's birthday. Good morning, Apostle. So listen, sis. Just know that I'm here and I got you. We ain't got to talk every day, but I got you. And I love our relationship and how it's evolving. So thank you for taking this journey with me. Thank you for embracing the process. And thank you for being patient with me in my anxiousness to make it happen. I'm excited about what God is doing with us and in us and what's going to yet come because I've already seen it. So here we go with the backup midgets. Come on, y'all, because it's my sister's birthday. Hold on, Brooklyn. Let me pull y'all up here because I know y'all like singing happy birthday. Okay. With Brooke on one side and Maddie on the other and my husband in the background. Okay.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Marquita. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Y'all sung happy birthday to Auntie. Yay! Y'all say happy birthday, Auntie. Say happy birthday, Auntie.
Give it to me.
Now they finna put makeup on. Oh, your auntie said, oh, how sweet. Yay.
Okay, come on, let's go.
All right. See y'all later. I'm getting ready to finish up. I'm going to be through in just a minute. Y'all get ready to get some cereal?
Yeah.
Get some cereal. Go get you some cereal. Listen, Sheila said, happy birthday, Marquita. Blessings, blessings, favor, prosperity, enlarged territory, strength, and love, along with peace and sound mind. Yes, I love it. Well, you all listen. I just want you to know they didn't exclude you. You were separated. Sometimes that separation happens at birth. Listen, how about that? Sometimes that separation happens at birth. But listen, there's always purpose in the separation. Ariel said, happy birthday, Marquita. Karine said, happy birthday. Now, Marquita, I'm going to tell you, you're going to get a call in Messenger. Me and April going to call you after this. So listen, know this, know that I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. Again, let me toss my sister's Cash App up here. In lieu of contributions to me, this is what I want y'all to do. Hit my sister up. Where is it at? I gotta get back to it, sis. Hit my sister up. Bless her for her birthday. It's $ Cash App $ Marquita DS. Marquita DS. Okay. Bless her for her birthday. She is definitely deserving. Listen, when I tell y'all a psalmist out of this world, a prophetic worshiper out of this world, my sister is anointed beyond words. That anointing is generational and it comes on both sides of her family. So look, listen, she has no choice but to be the amazing and incredible woman of God that she is. I'm so grateful that God has a way of orchestrating our lives and ordering our steps in ways that are unimaginable. She said, again, thank you very much, everyone. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.